season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen. Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An early start on the game's first play. 10 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus, we're for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bears at 11-3 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Byron Pringle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now, after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And it just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands though. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry for... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He is going nowhere as he is involved. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
To throw again on second down. Allen, and it's caught. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is Cook with the grab. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. To the air, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Back to the ground, Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So close. That close to the first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for the offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now it's Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock
for the third quarter.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Montgomery running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On play action, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Allen going to throw. Caught. Right side, Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 32 yards. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for two. Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give running right is Montgomery.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to ride some clock. And some room to work.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Again, this is Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And off comes to Montgomery. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound him into some.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes touchdown here. Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On the carry, it's Montgomery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on you.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. You got one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to